Okay, so, this video is going to be about, public transport and, let's put my glasses on. There we go, here we are. Anyway, and how to, be safe and, sort of, I suppose, be able to use it as well, actually. So, let's get on with it, shall we? So, I suppose the safety thing, just probably in terms of stimming, probably stim a little bit, but not too much. And I think if anyone is irritating you on the at the train station or on the train or again the bus station, bus stop, or on the bus, then just ignore them, however hard that may be, because you don't know what they're like. So, and you don't know what could happen if you do anything to upset them. So yeah, don't engage, basically. So obviously keep mind of all the safety instructions at the train station, like don't go over the too close to the platform edge, obviously. Don't go too close to the curb edge with the road, with the bus. One thing I found, would say on the bus particularly, and a bit on the train as well, is don't stand up before it stopped moving, which I see people doing all the time when they're sitting down and they stand up to get off, and then before it's stopped moving. Obviously we have to sometimes because it's too busy, right, and we have to stand up because there's not a seat, but if you actually choose to do that and then it goes on the brakes going down a hill, because that's where the bus stop is, then that's kind of your fault if something happens, because you could have sat down and waited for it to come to a complete stop, then got off, but rather than, being standing up when it's going down a hill whilst braking, or if it had to brake suddenly, for whatever reason. So that's something I would say, don't do that. Stay sitting down, because they have all sorts of cameras and they even have like little mirrors and things, so the driver can see. They're not going to drive off with you still on there after you're trying to get off, and if they do, put a complaint in, or get some help with putting the complaint in, perhaps, obviously depending on how your autism or other disability affects you. So those are two things I can think of. Any more things you can think of, obviously put them in the comments. So just more practicalities of it now. So I think if you're getting this is kind of both actually, but if you're getting it for the first time, like a new route, then maybe it would be a sensible idea actually just to go with somebody for the very first time, and then you know the route, you know where to get off, you know some landmarks to look out for. It's sort of, that's quite a cool thing, good idea. And what else? Oh yes, if you can, get a bus pass, because then you don't have to pay for the bus, and if you can, try and get some sort of rail card. So there's various options for that you can look into, get information about. And I think just to make it a bit more relaxing, you could possibly take some music with you or whatever, or some headphones, like noise cancelling headphones or something. Like with the music thing, probably take some headphones with you as well, because not everybody's going to want to listen to music on you're always listening to, so always also have it on quite quietly, because it can be quite a bit annoying, like when I've forgotten my music, to just hear someone else's headphones if they've got them up really loudly. So yeah, that can be a bit of a thing, but that's just, you deal with it. Yeah, so another thing would be, I think, always thank the bus driver in your own way, if that's like verbal words with your mouth, or just a thumbs up if I thumbs up, or something else, just like that. If you're non-verbal, I guess, I don't know, maybe people who are non-verbal, you could give me some tips on that, because that's not something I know enough about, but that possibly one way, or unless you, I don't know. But even if, like, sometimes I'm feeling a bit nervous, I might do that. And also another way of dealing with it when it's loud is to take some sort of stim thing with you. So that could be anything really, like it could be your pen, so you could fiddle with your pen, or anything really. Yeah, even like sort of parts of your rucksack or something, the handles or something like that, just have a play about with them. That would be an interesting one to do, because then that's a bit of distraction. Also, I like to look at the traffic, watch the traffic. Keeps me entertained. If I forget my music, and I like to look at the traffic anyway, but especially if I forget my music, it's useful. And yeah, that's... And then on the train, obviously there's not so much of that, but you just look out the window and look at the various interesting views that you might see. Yeah, and that's kind of all I can think of for now. But if I think of some more, I'll probably do another video, and I've got other ideas in the pipeline as well. So yeah, that's the end for this video. That seemed alright.